It's the Jeek League. All right, y'all. This is week 1 of our 5 weeks of groups in our team battle tournament series for Guilty Gear Strive. All right, now I'm going to start us off, guys. As you can see on the screen, our first match is going to be YoKai up against GGG. Now, the way this works is that there's a home team and an away team. The away team had to declare who their picks were going to be, and the home team is going to counter. So starting off on that away side, GGG, we got Aether coming up first for the first set, which is a first to 3. Ukiyo coming up second for the second set, which is also a first to 3. We're also going to have Ukiyo in a quick interview before the match. And then we got Oddity playing in that last set. It's going to be a first to 5. To remind y'all, the way the scores work is winning the first to 3 sets are worth 2 points each. And that first to 5 set is worth 3 points. Solitude's going to be cheerleading from the bench this time, but we'll have to see them probably in their later match. There we go.
Team YoKai, consisting of Joe, Brownie, sanzumomo, Mouqui, and Lasagna Slayer. They, of course, have the home field advantage, so they get to know who they're fighting against and get to choose on the spot, leaving them to be surprised again. Pretty nice of you to finally come on out and actually play a few games. So how do you feel about your team going into this?
I think we're going to do... I'm excited because there's been a lot of improvement in GGG along the time that I've been in the org. We started out as a beginner team. We've played in a bunch of JeekLeague academies and a lot of other beginner brackets. And to see how players like myself, Aether, Oddity, and Solitude have improved and have been able to make our own strides in open brackets, it's going to be, it gives me hope that we're going to do a lot in this league and tonight too.
Right. That's pretty great to hear. Also, we have another question for you. Apples or bananas? There is a right answer to this. No pressure.
All right. So my problem is with apples, right? They got seeds in them, but it depends on the apple though, because like you got different kinds of apples. You got
all right, get them out. I've heard enough.
Oh, yes.
Welcome, Joe. Brownie. How are you feeling about tonight?
I feel pretty good. I've been really excited for this all week, and it's actually right after my finals week, so it's pretty much the perfect time for me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So we got a few questions for you here. Number 1, when you go to a major, are you going to bring brownies to a major?
Oh, I should. That's a good idea.
I'm just saying that the opportunity's on the table. Feed the people.
I should bring like a bunch of pictures that I can go through and show if I'm ever on stream, I can just scroll through them too. That'd be good.
That'd be pretty good.
I've never actually been to the major though, so.
I mean, there's not that many this year, but there's probably some that you might catch your eye.
Yeah.
And second question. So I know you've won many JeekLeagues before. Going from back to JeekLeague 1, how's that like?
Oh man, it's been a long time. I've gone through so many characters in the JeekLeague. Definitely.
Yeah, I remember you playing Gold Lewis. That was pretty cool.
Yep.
And,
yeah, luckily, I realized Gold Lewis was just so bad, and I had to switch to Jacko.
That's true. Like Gold Lewis is like bottom 5.
Yeah.
All right. And before we get executed, I'm gonna have you go so you can go to a safer space because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get killed for saying that. I'm not confident who's entered a JeekLeague before anymore. Anyways.
No, it's all good. I can tell you some of these players. Mouqui has been in some of our recent opens. Aether, one of our academy players. Now, to give you some history on this GGG team, these are mainly all academy players. So they had to start somewhere. They started off in that beginner bracket, and here they are fighting with the big dogs. Mouqui going to send us through this wall. Man, I love these swordless Ramlethal routes. We get to see a lot of them now here in Season 4. Mouqui showing you some right here.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, especially because like she's just using sword a lot more now. But her pressure's still just very devastating to try to get out of. I think it's going to be dead. Oh, no. Slayer's a healthy lad. It's just not enough.
Healthy lad, but looks like that S sword's going to take us. And that mix is tricky too, right, Mouqui? I think it doesn't that one actually cross up. That's some sick stuff we'll have to see, but Aether right now pushing us back, getting that cross up low. Mouqui, though, has you in that corner. That H sword can already get that pop. We're spending a lot of swords quickly if Aether can just survive this onslaught for a minute and get out, but we're getting picked up with the counter hit and the burst bait.
Yeah, this is a really bad spot to be in, but we saw a 50 meter. Slayer's a very comeback heavy character, so it is just possible to get the hit and like that. Be perfectly fine. Whoa.
Yeah. Mouqui said, hey, I'm not getting Slayered today. This ain't Tower. I'm not playing in Tower right now. I'm not playing against these Heaven Slayers. But Aether's
Unfortunately,
still
we
getting
are.
around wondering.
We are getting slayered. Can't stop it. Ooh, good trade. It's just such a brutal button to try to contest. Ooh.
We're in this corner, though. That is a messed up setup, man. That tech window is so small. Mouqui got you sent through with this Mortar Botto. I think it doesn't deal less damage if you don't have the swords on you.
It does do less damage. Ooh, the burst bait after the tap does clean, but no confirm.
Oh, okay. Aether trying to confidently get out of that corner with that 2P. It was
Just
scary
wasn't
there
far
for
enough.
a second.
I really gotta start getting a second monitor for these because I'm too lazy to set it up. So I have to like have my screen with like 20 different things so I can watch the strive and then look at chat.
That's crazy. You're single monitor raw dogging right now. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I also have Discord open on it too.
That is actually so wild. Shoutouts to Jeek back in 2013 when I just graduated high school. And I would play Path of Exile while watching Dyrus stream Season 3 League of Legends while also having forums up. So I would have three things all up on my one window at one time. I was playing Path of Exile at 600 resolution. Here we go. Mouqui getting picked up right here. Aether slugging on this Gorilla Slayer, man.
Calling out the feint, just not holding it. Oh, clipped by the JS. To the wall you go. Whoop.
Ooh, that dude, I love when you get that little bit of travel time between the super and the wall break. A few characters have it. Ramlethal having it as well, able to get that cross up. That is such a messed up setup right there. Mouqui showing you that this season 4 Ramlethal has got some sauce, man.
Very scary character. Messed up because you get into situations like these and you're just forced to guess for a decent while. My lord.
Yeah, 5D is the mix. You got that H-sword pop to turn it into a pickup. Aether spending that burst, saying, I'm going to show you, I'm going to take it to the Slayer town, but Mouqui ain't going to give you a chance with this windshield wiper red RC. That's a crazy route right there, Wondering. Awesome stuff from Mouqui getting this game too.
Pretty nice. No. They really amped up Ram's ability to convert this season, especially with the new S-sword. So lets her get away with like silly stuff like that.
Yeah, man, forcing that RPS. I don't mean to say force to take away from it, but I mean that's what it is, right? You throw down this sword, you're getting guard crushed. There's a pop coming. What's the mix gonna be? You gotta look at the screen. Mouqui showing you how lethal it can be. Now Aether took us out back in round 2 of that first game. We just need more of that Slayer X factor on the screen. Slayer able to get a lot of those counter hit close slashes. It normally works out in their favor when the opponent is in the air. Aether getting on top of you, picking you up with this pile bunker, but
there's the
throw
throw
with the Master's Hammer.
Was looking for that throw most of his sets. Almost cost him a few games, but finally able to get it. It's a really nice adaptation. Just a slight adjustment of the timing. Ooh. No H-sword. Yes. Hey.
Aether found that gap. Took their turn with that back throw. Mouqui doesn't have that S sword to play with, so we had to be a little careful in the second. But with even with those Ramlethal normals, we were able to keep things in our favor. The low is going to be the mix. That's going to be the round. We're here on set point, Wondering.
Set point of the first game of 3. Ooh. Toss them up. Send them right back through the wall.
Luke, that positive bonus. Mouqui also's got that burst for Wild Assault if we need it. Aether able to get that burst in. But the full charge 5D, that's going to be the mix.
Yeah. A lot of damage for that. Very rough spot. Oh. That's going to be it. Mouqui taking it with it perfect.
Going to win the game mode. We'll have to see. Hot keys in your area. Damn! Ukiyo's got the yellow aura. My boy's a gamer out here. But Joe Brownie. Let me update that score for y'all. Sorry about that. Of course, we're starting this set off scratch. Joe Brownie was on the mic earlier. So was Ukiyo. They were interviewing for their teams. We love to have them. Joe Brownie, though, saying, hey, I may have been sweet on the mic, but I'm not sweet here in the game, taking you out with a perfect to start us off.
Popping the install, just trying to get our way in, see if we can win this interaction. Ooh, there's the hit. The situation is a little unfortunate, having no jealousy rage means that Abba can't really thread him much without parrying like that. So, it's very rough. There we go. Ooh. That's the counter hit you need.
Oh my god, perfect routing right there from Ukiyo, able to get that uninstall right at the nick of time.
Very unfortunate master from Brownie too. The 5P whiffs on crouchers, so just barely got it avoided. Ants here.
Whoa, Ukiyo. Solid stuff right there. Now, I think that's just the sign of the matchup, right? That first round, we kind of got bodied. I'm going to keep it a buck. But it was because Joe was doing such a good job getting that first interaction and zoning out Ukiyo after. But then once Ukiyo was able to get some good parries in like that and get some blood, we were able to play the game. Now, if only we can get into this install, but you're going to have to do so after this hard knockdown.
Honestly, the situation isn't too bad for Jacko. Usually breaking the wall is not too great for Jacko, but since Abba just does not have as much speed as other characters, it's kind of alright. Mix. Oh. It's hit by the 2D.
Solid stuff, man. Getting another perfect right there, but Ukiyo in that game 2, that round 2, solid play, and so many good parries and stuff as well. Look at that Morha, man. Look at that blood. If only we had a chance to use it, and that's what Ukiyo was going for right there with that deflect shield. But Joe caught us. Got that first game. Chalk it up. Tie your shoes. We're going to the next one.
And Jeek, you know, sometimes you really are old. No.
I'm
still
old?
think it's blood. It's not Axe and Core anymore, old man. Strive. That's jealousy rage now.
Yeah, shoutouts to Medikit. I call it blood. I know it's JR, but Medikit calls it Morha because Medikit's the I think Medikit's younger than me, but he's the old man when it comes to that.
Oh, unfortunate time to run out insult, but still gets the hit out, man.
Good stuff right there, Joe. Getting a cool combo right here. Good block on that overhead. Ukiyo getting pushed back a bit, finally getting picked up. I was thinking that we haven't seen the grab yet from Joe, so maybe that's what Ukiyo was thinking as well.
Oh, missed the wall break. Still able to keep Ukiyo out. There you go. Round secured.
Good stuff. Ukiyo does have all this burst to play with if we need to. If we get a chance to. Joe. Dude, I love paying attention to these Jackos and seeing all the different ways they like to drop their bots. You know, I'm assuming that they probably have some sort of preference, like, oh, this is the one I just default to. This is my layer 1. But it's always fun seeing what buttons they're going for to drop those bots. Ukiyo with a really good anti-air and a red RC, but the uninstall.
Ooh, good 5H hitting the hop, and I think that might be enough to just kill. Yep, there we go. Joe Brownie taking another point.
Great stuff right there, Joe. I mean, we even had the 50 tension after just in case. You know, I don't see too many Elysian driver red RC, 100 tension red RC combos, but Joe would probably pull one out for us and secure it if we had to. Not today though. We're up 2-0.
Yeah, having 100 meter there is also scary because even by some miracle, if the super whiffed because it's Strive, who knows, they still had 100 meter to perform some rather shenanigans. So, pretty nice.
Here we go, man. When Ukiyo gets that hit, he goes crazy. So we gotta get that started up. And Joe knows that. I mean, that's why Joe is upping for some of this zoning here. And even in that zoning, Ukiyo's doing a good job getting those parries in and building up that JR. Oh, went for the burst bait, but Ukiyo really patient with it, able to pull out in the next interaction.
But the 2D low profile.
Joe getting picked up right here. Uninstalling, trying to link into that 2K. I like that right there, but on that pixel, Joe kept it simple with a jump normal, and we're here on set point. I'm liking what we're seeing from Ukiyo, able to get that nice counter hit with that full screen hop kick, but a good backdash from Joe Brownie gets away from that key grab.
And the minion's just keeping you down. Can't escape. Good mash. Gotta burst that out. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a really good throw late here in the set like that. Into the flex shield, buying you the distance from the Jacko, but not from the bot. Joe able to get that last clap. The 2D gets the pickup. Great stuff there from Ukiyo fighting when we had that chance, but Joe Brownie's going to move on 3-0. Here we go, y'all. The first of 5 set. Set 3, Team YoKai versus GGG. On the left is Oddity on that Eno, sanzumomo on that Baiken. I don't know if these characters, players have secondaries. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. But in a longer set like this, we'll have to see if that comes out.
Both of these players playing very aggressive to each other, trying to just get in each other's spaces as much as possible, regardless of the hits that may occur along the way. Ooh, the jump back. Yeah.
Ooh. Good fuzzy jump right there on that PRC mix attempt from Sanzu. Oddity low HP here, but has a chance doing the zoning with the HCL, with the notes, getting a pickup with these sultry performances as well.
Ooh,
but
out.
Oddity getting beat out by Sanzu in that last interaction.
Call the bluff, you're not okaying me. Under that safe pressure.
Oh man, these tether combos, bro. It's getting stuck in that cutscene. It can be hard out here, wondering, getting stuck in that S tether compilation. Sanju gonna take out this first round. Solid stuff.
S tether is the scariest double-edged sword because 90% of the time, as much as it could affect the other Baiken, you're more than likely just gonna die for it more than they are. Pretty scary stuff. Not bad. Also, pretty insane moment there of just immediately parrying after the note, calling out the gap in between the note and the JH, getting the parry. Pretty clean.
Yeah, that's solid. That's a sign that you know that matchup, man. Or at the very least, you feel comfortable in it. So good stuff from Sanzu. Sir Kappa in the chat, by the way, shouts to YoKai saying, Sanzu, what did they say? They said, I've never seen Sanzu lose these. So we'll have to see. The burst connecting. Sanzu getting out of that corner. Oddity having a good start here, though. Opting the burst. Sanzu back as well. Trying to get something started with that MLA. Look at this. This is a good pickup.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're close slash whiff and try to anti-air with it, and it's just awesome. Such a good chunk of health. Woo! But the follow-up, just letting them slide on through. Oh, I'll try to go for the wire C, but just gets it. Get hit by it anyways.
Solid stuff. Yozanson getting this pickup. Man, these Baiken combos, bro, they look so sick. Sandu going to cash out with this hard knockdown as well. Oddity only needs one more hit to take it, wondering, but we'll have to after this hard knockdown.
Mashing out? Just calling out the feint. You know, if you're gonna safe jump me. Don't play around.
There you go. Oddity said, hey, you got to play serious, homie. Shouts to Oddity, by the way. Was it second place or third place? Oddity did very well in our JeekLeague switched up tournament when we held this game on the Nintendo Switch. Shoutouts to that tournament. Were y'all around for that one? Oddity participated. Thank you for that, Oddity, right now. Sanzu, though, saying, hey, I'm playing this game right now on my PC. I'm sending you through this 6H.
This ain't no Switch bracket. Carrying around the JAs.
I mean, this is already a good sign, right? I mean, so we're in game 2, and Oddity is already getting these rounds, and we were beating up Sanzu in that first round. So we'll have to see, man. This is, you know, early on looking strong right here from Oddity. This could potentially be back and forth, but I don't want to call it too soon. Sanzu getting this pickup, getting that TK Yozanson, confirming with the red RC. Oddity has so much tension to play with on this other side, though.
Yeah, at the very least, nothing has been free here. Both these players have been like hitting each other out all they can throughout the entire set. Oh,
Ooh,
the first bait. Oh, but the drop.
Oh, unfortunate drop right there for Sanzu. So Oddity able to get something started. Sanzu was ready with that burst, but the parry on the MLA with Yozansen in the parry true combo. Solid stuff, yeah. I'm not an Eno player. Maybe you Eno players out there know that, know if Oddity could have gone into like a burst safe route there potentially. I'm not sure. But Sanzu having that burst in their back pocket, willing to send it. But it got scrambly there, bro. And we're only on game 2. Remember, this is a first to 5. Can Sanzu keep this momentum going, or can Oddity start to slow things down even further?
Regardless, Oddity has been like slowly putting in the crowd. Never mind, we're just not caring about MLA today. Just pressure me correctly. The YRC.
Look at, oh man, Oddity being so patient right there too. And you kind of got to be against Baiken's, right? No matter who your character is. Dude, Oddity is not scared to do that wake up 6P, man. That's the second time I've seen it. And it's actually working. It's paying off.
Delaying the follow-up there is so brutal, specifically to call out the MLA as they represented the last time.
Damn.
I said MLA, I meant stroke, my bad.
Those S tethers, man. Whoa, did you notice where the tether goes to for because it goes to your wrist, right? Oddity. So sorry, I'm calling out the animations. I never notice where the tether goes for Eno, but it's so high up on her arm. Anyways, Oddity say, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, homie, but I'm taking this Baiken across the screen. I'm getting a wall break from downtown.
I'm back. Oh, clipping the start of Chemistry Love. It's unfortunate. But it's not over yet. This is a first to 5. Still got more to do here.
And that's the advantage, right? Or rather, that's the strategy. If you're comfortable as a player to take it in that long set, maybe you opt for, hey, I'm the kind of person, I can be down 3-0, 4-0, and I can come back. So we'll see. And what's going on with the chat? I see Pariah in here. I see Luna in here. I see QQ. What's going on, Quinn? How you living, homie? Welcome to the JeekLeague. Ganion's in here as well. Said I'm never joining again. Here we go, guys. Oddity. Bursting, trying to get something started there, but Sanzu getting that counter hit 2H, man. If you can get into that 2H range, it can be quite lethal on that bike. And I like that 5D pickup we almost had there a second ago.
A little strange interaction, but it'll work out. Ooh, the anti-air JK into the combo. Could be another round for sanzumomo.
Here we go. Sanzu able to do a pretty patient round start, or pretty defensive round start, that jump back to Tommy, and then getting the punish after on Oddities with stroke. But this mix is crazy, man. I'm getting hit by this. Good delay on that burst. Sanzu did try to go for the pickup on it, but Oddity able to get the gold burst, able to take Sanzu across the screen, opting to hold on to their own burst. Oh, actually, to go ahead and spend it pretty confidently so, but we have the 50 tension to play with. And we need one more hit, and it's going to be that close slash on the other side. Oddity going down, Sanzu up 4-0.
Unfortunate whiff on the lunge there, costing them the round. Hate to see it. Not bad so far. sanzumomo definitely started to pick up on a few things that is currently preventing Oddity from just fighting back as much as they could. The adaptations is there from sanzumomo. No more close games. I want you gone.
Yeah, I see the chat talking about the prize pool, guys, down there in the bottom left, $800. Now I only put in 80 of that. I say only, but I get, it's still a lot. But every team spent money to be here. $36 a team. So do that math. 36 times 20. So this prize pool is all thanks to them. So this is for real. We're in this to win this. We're taking this seriously today. You can check out that prize pool doing exclamation point Matcherino. If you're interested in getting one of the JeekLeague shirts, that'll add to the prize pool as well. Right now, Oddity's saying, hey, give me some of that prize pool money, homie, because I'm beating up Sanzu here in the corner, but that YOLO Yozansen gets us out.
Oh, that's a tummy clipping there. Oh, but catching the landing recovery. Unfortunate.
Strong stuff right there, man. That round right there was insane from Oddity, but that's also another thing about these first to fives, right? Let's say Sanzu goes like complete sicko mode, like playing YOLO, hella, whatever, right? You can kind of afford to do stuff like this, especially when you got a lead right now. Even if Oddity won 4 games in a row, you still only need 1 to close out the set, so Sanzu can afford to take some risks.
Creative liabilities, some may call it. Oddity finally pinning down sanzumomo, getting around. Woo. It's each round, so you gotta burst those and not have that. The combo. Love to see it.
That was a good one, too. Oddity does have this burst to play with. Oh, but the instant hit RC. Oddity getting that burst baited. Sanzu shooting you through this wall, getting that sweet spot combo. Closing it out. Solid stuff. Oddity was able to get some solid rounds there, but Sanzu's going to close it out 5-0.
Welcome back, Brownie, and hello, Mouqui. So, how you folks feeling? Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh, wait, there's sounds about. Let me also drag them in.
Wait, should we get sanzumomo in here?
Oh, wait, dragged the wrong one. Oh. sanzumomo, welcome. Hopefully you all feel comfortable in the singular chair. I don't really have the budget for that at all.
3% in one shot go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, you're a team. You can stack up on each other. Like build like the mecha YoKai.
We support each other, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can have like 2 people become the chair.
Okay. Well, that implies someone's on top. That's not true.
Nose goes.
Yeah. If you guys want, we can take some questions for the chat and ask y'all with it. If y'all are interested.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, if anyone in the chat has some questions for Team YoKai, oh, I see the couch is coming in. Thank God, I just ordered that today.
W couch.
We're going to expand the couch a little more. We have 3 people here.
You gotta.
Or I guess sanzumomo's on the floor too. That works out.
Oh.
And lasagna.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't really have questions prepared for this. I didn't expect to do 4 people at once, but
I'm so sorry.
it's all right. It was my idea. Expand the couch further. We need more space.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my
More
god.
space to our glorious team.
Honestly, just make the entire scene the couch. I don't think we need anything else. There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
Glad we could afford this. So yeah.
Ew. That's crazy, bro.
You guys have any worries coming into the set? Any like nervousness?
You said worries,
Any matchups you
nervousness?
were afraid about? Like, you have anything you were scared about coming into the set, or were you confident the whole time?
I think mostly confidence, because I did send pretty good matchups to each of the players.
Yeah, you had a home field advantage. So.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, we're very good and confident.
Yeah, like we knew the team we were playing against was pretty good, but we were pretty comfortable in all of like our players as well, and we felt pretty comfortable in all of the matchups we sent up. So we felt pretty good about this.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And I asked this question earlier, but I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna ask it to you guys. There is a right and wrong answer. So apples or bananas?
Bananas. You gotta go monkey mode.
All right.
Pretty good answer. I can't argue with that.
We can argue that.
And the lasagna slayer.
What I got to pitch them?
Yeah, get them out. They said the wrong answer.
My fault. My
Oh,
fault.
it's like a whole elimination. Damn.
Oh my god, bro.
This is the true survival as I buy time.
Did you party?
All right, so lasagna slayer, it was an honor having you on. Next time, choose the apples.
My fault. My fault.
Why did you
Thank you
choose
for taking the
bananas
bullet.
over apples, bro? Oh my
Oh,
god.
Lasagna sacrificed themselves for the rest of us.
All right.
They killed
Now for
them.
the next question, we do have a question from Chrome Dollar in the chat. Is there a team you're prepping for in particular that you're worried about running into, or that you're studying more, or anything like that?
I can definitely answer this one. Our next game right now that we already have set up, actually, not top tiers. They're tier 1 team.
Not top
They
tier.
are terrifying.
That is a scary
I will
team.
not
I
lie.
can't lie.
I think we're all gonna do our very best. I don't think we're gonna do bad at all.
Right.
But that's a very hard matchup.
Just at the very least, even if it goes wrong, make sure nothing is free. Make sure they
Of
work for
course.
it.
Mhm.
Nothing will never be free.
All right. So someone had a question of I think Mouqui is awesome. That's a strangely formatted question, but that is a question. And
I agree
we
with
have
that question actually.
There you go. Yeah.
we have Lasagna viewer, definitely not Lasagna Slayer, saying I think bananas was a perfectly fine answer. Honestly, I'm just gonna time them out from chat. I don't really believe in such heresy.
Lasagna, if you can hear me, run.
There we go.
You gotta stop choosing bananas, bro.
But
You deleted. You deleted.
So
You were sent to hell.
This is slander.
now for the next question. We had apples and bananas. Now apples or oranges?
Oh shit. Okay, you
Fuck.
know what?
oh shit.
I got. Okay.
Wait. I can take this one. I can take this one.
Okay.
Oranges.
Who said that?
I said that. Sanzu.
Oh god. Is the apple the right answer every time? I was gonna say oranges too. That was a good.
There was a right answer to that. I don't know why y'all keep messing around. All right, we'll take the next question. From Sir Kappa, I'm pretty sure this is your org owner, no? Or at least
Yeah.
co-owner. Not too sure.
Yeah. Well, one of the managers, not the owner.
All right. How are you feeling about the lineup you got?
I really like this lineup. Right. I think we
I
have
very
four of some of the
love this lineup.
best players in the North America side of YoKai. And I really do like it. I like all of them as people too. I've talked to them plenty of times.
Right.
It's really good.
And I believe on all my teams and players.
I mean, plus y'all got like a decent matchup coverage of each other, no?
Oh yeah.
Got Gold Lewis,
Sure.
Jacko, Ram. All pretty. I think they all just pretty much cover each other as you would need.
Yeah. Home side home turns are going to be really good for us because we can definitely have an answer for everything.
But I believe in y'all being at least adaptable enough for away to not be much of a struggle. Y'all got that.
Thank you.
All right. Now for my next question. So we had apples and oranges, apples, bananas. Now oranges or bananas?
It was an honor. I want to say banana.
right,
Joe
Mouqui.
didn't even say anything.
So Mouqui, I'll be honest with you. There is no right answer. It's just if you responded to it first, you get kicked.
I
That's the
see.
secret. So, anyways, I'm not sure if we're allowed to do this streak, but should we let them chill? Y'all got anything coming up for YoKai since that is your
Yeah.
main
They
team?
can chill. Yeah.
Yeah, we can chill after the next set. Yes.
No, like Mouqui, if you got anything to plug or anything.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna go crazy.
That's enough of a chill as is. All right, thank you, Mouqui, for coming out. For the final question, English or Spanish?
English.
Today, our next players are going to be the Goopy Slimers on that home side up against... I went too fast. Okay, hold on, let me go back. Guys, it's going to be the Goopy Slimers up against 2.5 adopted kids. Wondering how you feeling?
Pretty excited for this one. We got a little bit of a ragtag team of league players, and we also have the Koi team, Goopy Slimers with unbiased ear, ex-Koi member, but bringing it back for the one time, Udongein, Scissors, and FlaeN.
But the other team, I got some bias. I'm gonna keep it a buck, because we got Vodka Man. Oh, we got Vodka Man over here wearing that JeekLeague tag on the team. 2.5 adopted kids. Vodka Man went ahead and adopted some kids. Yankee, MePlayBard, and Jetpack Robin. Now, I actually have the order for the matches tonight. 2.5 adopted kids was the away team, so they had to declare their picks ahead of time. And the first set will be Yankee, MePlayBard in the second set, and Vodka Man will be duking it out in the first to 5.
I'm doing pretty good.
Let's get you on the couch real quick. There you go.
Not the couch.
Yep. It's a lot more spacious now. Now we don't have a singular chair. All 800 of the prize plus only went to something. So, how are you feeling? How do you think your team feeling about this current set?
We're definitely here.
If I'm not wrong, Vodka said you were all league players.
I'm a league player. This is where I've been adopted from. And it's Jetpack Robin doesn't really play. He's a Valorant player, unfortunately. So he's really picking us up from all the slums that he can find. You know.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad spot. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'm more of a RuneScape guy myself, but
That's respectable. I can respect that.
Besides that, yeah. So where does the half come from in the adopted kids? Like, who's half adopted?
MePlayBard's the half because he's actually good at the game.
Oh.
Or at least better than Robin and I. I haven't touched the game in a long time. I think when they removed Soul's 3-frame 5K, I dipped.
That broke my heart too. I can't lie.
Yeah, changing Bennett Revolver to not be a combo tool anymore.
Yeah, they made that character pretty lame. I can't lie. No bias though. I'm definitely not a Soul player.
Yeah, no bias at all. Yeah.
No bias. Anyways, I got a question for you, so we could carry on. We got kiwis or oranges?
Oh, it's got to be oranges, because kiwis have hair. That's not right.
So, anyways, how are you feeling about today?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Our first team match went actually really well, so I'm confident that we can actually pull through in the second one as well. Not
bad. So is your name pronounced Udon, or is it like a different pronunciation? Like
you can just say Udon. It's the easiest for everyone.
Like udon noodle type of deal, or is it like?
No. It's based off a Toho character that's probably my favorite. So just went with that since I didn't have like any other name to go with at the time.
That's fair. But what's this? What's a Toho?
Bullet hell shooter that I absolutely adore.
What? No way. That's what
flashing colors. Yeah, flashing colors.
Yeah.
You know, there's these things called Fumos, you know?
What? Yo. That sounds crazy. I gotta look this up.
You might have to, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. Also, I see the old Koi team here has brought back Unbiased after their departure a few months back.
Sure, that's true.
I see them kicking around with y'all again.
Yep.
No bad blood though, right?
Bad. No, of course not.
Oh.
We're all chill.
Good. All civil. Anyways, I think you know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have a kiwi or an apple?
Ooh, tough decision.
All right, well, you see, you're thinking about it too hard, so we got to get you out.
Damn.
You know, if you were really loyal, you would have chosen the fruit.
That's fair. That's fair.
Gonna be Scissors. Scissors, have you top 8'd at JeekLeague before? Definitely capable of it. Oh, I gotta pick that score for you guys. We're starting off from scratch. Don't forget, this is a 1st to 3 set starting us off. So we'll have to see Scissors getting in, picking you up with that 5K. Yankee was ready with that burst. Very aggressive dash up parry right there from Scissors. But we're getting beat up. We're getting brought to this corner. And Scissors going to confirm into this super to close out this first round.
Very quick. Starts off with already up a burst for the next round.
Solid stuff. Trying to be aggressive right there with that far slash, or rather just trying to get your turn started. But Scissors was ready with that spin. That's that layer 1 right there, able to check back that soul, trying to get things started with those quick, close normals. But Scissors ready with the spin, ready with that stutter step too, man. Look at us, we're dancing back and forth.
Shimmies. Small neutral shim. Oh, but none of that parry stuff is happening. Unfortunately, the whipped bandit revolver. Trying to bait the DP, but there's no bite.
Good stuff starting us off right there. Yankee was coming alive there for a second, man, getting things started with that wild throw. Trying to call out a backdash potentially from Scissors. Dude, Scissors with that stutter step, bro. Man, Scissors on task or something with that shimmy that we're seeing. Trying to see what Yankee wants to press.
Trying to bring back the wave dashing, you know?
Hell yeah, wave dashing. We're crouch canceling.
Still got it.
Oh, good stuff right there. Yankee getting out of that corner. Scissors maybe going for a back throw right there. We did see a JD in the air. Yankee spending that burst to try to keep Scissors back there. But we got that stun dipper from home and very aggressive with that parry. We saw Scissors like that in the first round as well.
Scissors seems to be a big fan of just canceling into parry throughout neutral to try to call out any attempt to whip punish. Very cheeky stuff. Final confirm needed for the round.
Master Shake saying, I'm actually not going to repeat that, Master Shake, but I know what you're talking about. Shout out to the Twitch chat, y'all. If you guys are watching the VOD, come check us out at twitch.tv/itsjeek. We're going to be streaming this JeekLeague every Tuesday at 8 p.m. EST live, and we got other things as well. We got our JeekLeague Open, we got our Academy bracket. We do fun stuff here and there, so come check us out. But if you're watching the VOD, we appreciate you, and Yankee appreciates you too, trying to bait out that parry, trying to get something started. Scissors right here, getting caught on that backdash with this bandit bringer. Yankee keeping it simple with these wild throws as well.
Ooh, keeps doing the parry, just setting it up because they know that they're going to bite. Very brutal to deal with sometimes. Oh, the cold burst baited. Very unfortunate. Scissors taking it up another point.
Strong stuff there from Scissors. Scissors winning and top 8ing the Backpack Brawl a lot. That's a 6 p.m. EST Guilty Gear Strive tournament. So if you guys are looking for other tournaments to play on Fridays, that's one of the best ones out there. Backpack Brawl, also hella on YouTube, by the way. If you don't know who Backpack Brawl is at this point, you're asleep. Check them out on YouTube. Check them out on Twitch at 6 p.m. EST. If I'm getting that wrong, chat, please correct me. But Scissors winning that bracket a lot. I see a lot of top 8 graphics with Scissors' face on it right now. Yankee starting things off with that burst.
2S. Just not able to confirm it. Parried out. Oh, we're just harassing with the 5Ks. Oh, the punish.
Honestly, man, if I had a button like that 5K, I'd be pressing it like it too. Scissors doing that zone back, trying to get things jailed down on the side of Yankee, and Yankee still saying, hey, I'm trying to stay on top of this. I'm trying to get things started with that 2S, and I like that there from Yankee, getting in with that Fafnir. FD blocking out the push Scissors back a bit. Now, Scissors is still comfortable in getting in with those spins, but Yankee doing a good job trying to keep back this Anji.
A little bit of oops, all 5K from the chat. Seeing a decent bit of usage, you know? Keeping the soul away.
It may be the most pressed button this set. Scissors definitely in love with that 5P. You also got to shout out that Anji 2P. 5K I meant to say, but that Anji 2P pretty good too. We got 100 meter. This PRC that started off, PRC to keep it going. Scissors trying to go for a swag combo. Said, hey, I only need enough damage to close this one out. I think my 5K can do it. But Yankee doing some good stuff right here. Unfortunately, didn't get that cancel after into the bandit revolver. Got the wild throw instead. Unfortunate. So Scissors is going to come out on top in this set. Good plug right there. Guys, we're moving on to our next set. Set 2. We had Udon earlier on the mic coming in on this Baiken, getting top 8s before at that JeekLeague Open. And I'm a little biased, but that bracket ain't nothing to scoff at. MePlayBard with some good defense right here. Trying to get out, but an awesome guard cancel right there from Udon on that beak driver. Bard is still here in the corner, and now we're able to cash out that risk.
He set the situation. Tried to bait something, but also just gets BRC'd in return. Oh, the tether making the combo drop. Unfortunate, so he got a burst. Good answer.
Man, I have a lot of respect for players who are able to get those cool air-to-air pickups in the combos right there. Udon routing that JK into that combo on the ground to start things off to get that wall break. Bard very confident right there with that 6P on the round start, and this is that Sin privilege. Unfortunately, couldn't get the splat after. So we did get some good damage, but now we're low on that stamina.
The cross up. Safe jump. Oh, you bite. I think you might just die here.
Could be close. It's a lot of damage, but Sin's gonna live today. Just has to do so through that hard knockdown. Good cross up Yozanson right there from Udon, making that momentum all tricky with the BRC. And that's a good one to pull out in that first game, man. You got to get those tricks out early.
Steal whatever points you can. Make them think twice.
Yeah, I mean, another piece to the strategy here, y'all, just to remind you, you see in the bottom right side of the screen, this is a 1st-to-3 set. So, Udon getting that first game. Sorry, I accidentally gave him an extra one. My bad. Udon getting that first game. But all we need to do is get to 3 to secure the points. Now, there will be tiebreakers at the end of the season if necessary, so we're keeping track of the set counts and stuff still also. So we'll have to see. Getting in, canceling that stamina. 5D is the mix, but didn't have the RC to turn it into a combo after Udon. On top of you with this Tatami right now.
Just gonna back away. Try to just slowly approach Udon, but Udon already counting forward or jumping. Ooh. Off the wall. Oh, the frame trap with the Yozanson gonna secure it around for Udon.
Hot stuff right there. Still has all of our burst as well. Gonna start off with a 2H right there. That's a good call out because we did see Bard earlier doing that 6B on the round start. Udon catching it with that 2H, getting that full charge dust for a lot of damage. Positive bonus cranking as well. Confirming that 4-framer into this red RC. Went for a quick bait, but great delay on that burst from Bard.
Oh, try to jump over in normal, but HKabar just hits through it. It's gonna be Udon up 2-0 in the set. According to chat, Udon had also just fought against 40 Sins earlier. So they're ready for this. They've been preparing the whole day, allegedly.
It's like the gorilla meme, but it's Udon versus Sin players. How many Sin players can take out Udon? Here we go. Game 3 here. This is the start of that comeback for Bard. Okay, dude, you know what I love right here? Wondering, unfortunately, that combo dropped in the previous game, but Bard pulling it off this time. So great stuff saying, hey, look, I swear I got that combo, homie. I'm going to show you right now.
The game is lying. I still got it. Ooh, drop on that combo, though. A little unfortunate. Meter making it very hard to approach. But, oh, we're just whip punishing with RTL?
Oh, unfortunately couldn't keep it going after, but I do like that. That was a cool option to whiff punish with. Udon getting beat up here with these throws, but very confidently says, hey, you got to look out for those medias because I have this parry. Oh, showing us the guard cancel as well.
I still think it's rather insane to give a character in this game guard cancels. It's just such a strong option. You get out of pressure you just don't want to hold sometimes.
But she needs it. She needs it, someone would say. Someone would say. What's going on?
No
chat,
one needs a guard cancel.
We got Charms and Mark the Third in here. You guys are here just in time for set 2. Udon right now on set point, trying to take out Bard. Bard had a really solid last round there, but Udon with this whiff punish Yo Zonson. Look at this combo. Couldn't keep it going with that link close slash.
Just getting tossed against the wall. I see you're respecting me, so I'm just gonna run up and throw you. Okay, if you're not gonna bite, I'm just gonna hit you.
Ooh, Udon being tricky right there with that drift forward BRC. Tried to bait that burst from Bard. Says, hey, I'm going to get that defensive mechanic from you. Udon with some good spacing right here with that 2S, with that JS. Doing this whiff punish RTL again. Udon was trying to get that punish after, but Bard very safely saves that burst. One more interaction came out, but Udon gets that pickup, gets that set 3-0.
I don't think I've seen this before. I know them for their HC more than anything. So we'll see how it goes.
I could be wrong on this wondering, and I apologize if so, but I remember, I think I saw on FlaeN's Twitter once where they were going through and excuse me, getting like 2,000 plus rating on like every character on Puddle Farm. Now I may be getting them mixed up with someone else, and I apologize if so, but I think FlaeN is known for like just like gapping on a lot of characters, at least getting them up to that high rating. I said earlier the Happy Chaos, but here it's the Kai. Vodka Man, no player to scoff at though. Wearing this AKID tag today, but normally wearing that JeekLeague tag, getting in that tick throw pop buster, red RC to get the most damage we can. One more hit to take it. Try to get that Garuda, but a little too spaced out.
This is a very scary spot. It's like any normal, even like a 2P just kills here. Very careful. Eventually, it's going to get to a point where chip damage kills, especially in sequences like that, and you're just going to die here.
Now, Vodka Man, I'm a little biased here. Vodka Man's got some of the best defense I have seen out of any player in Guilty Gear Strive. Look, he's just a tank. He's able to tech everything, able to get those anti-airs. FlaeN got in with a rare Foudre arc right there, but Vodka Man opting for a pretty pot buster heavy game plan here.
Well, Stagger C, we're respecting the 2D, so we're just going to run at you. Dragon install. One of the best characters in the game. Unfortunately, it's tied behind a health limit. So it's still very scary, however strong it may be.
Ooh. Getting a punish here with a hammer fall. Great stuff right there from Vodka Man, getting that first game. I'm not going to lie, guys. I was just actually watching that game so much, I forgot to hit the replay button. I'm going to keep it a buck. I was actually just watching that game. I forgot I was at work. All right, first one going to Vodka Man. And look, FlaeN going over onto that Happy Chaos. And FlaeN, if I'm understanding correctly, we could potentially see a lot of characters here if we need to, or maybe this HC is going to be the swap that seals it.
I'm pretty sure this is the character they're most comfortable with, as they have the most time on, so not sure if we actually will see any swaps, if anything. But we have 5 sets to figure. We have 5 games total, 9 at max to figure out. So
yeah, potentially 9. If FlaeN is going to win this, it's going to be at least 6 games. PRC to keep that whiff throw safe. We got you bouncing around here in the corner, getting that pickup. BRC to stay on top of FlaeN here. Unfortunately, couldn't link into that 2K after. You're stuck here in the corner in the face of this Gigantor Kai. And look at this Vodka Man being pretty patient here, not going for too many pop busters, even though we saw a lot in that first game, just opting for some stagger. But FlaeN able to get out with that roll, able to crank back down that risk, and now they're going to go ahead and get this slump pressure started.
Vodka Man was doing such a good job at boxing him in, but now FlaeN's like, you know what, I'm going to do it too. It's your turn to sit in the corner. Oh, but the 6P finally ending it.
Man, Vodka Man always looking for those anti-airs, always ready. But, I mean, that a sign of weakness there, though, right? FlaeN able to get that Happy Chaos pressure started. Once we had the pot in the corner, it was looking like FlaeN had what it takes to start sealing up some rounds. And we did wheedle down Vodka Man quite a bit. Good anti-air 5P right there after that backdash. IBFD, but we're getting in with that full screen 5D regardless. Red OG to keep it going. 2H didn't get that connection after, but FlaeN is here in the corner.
Almost died from that Garuda, but still has a chance. Oh, but boxed in with the flick. On to the next game. Vodka Man is doing just a great job at just denying any escape attempt in the corner. Just like holding them down once they get started.
Yeah, Bachman doing a really good showing here. I was complimenting his defense, but I mean, we've been kind of just on the offense, it seems, for these couple games here. And shoutouts to Bachman for also getting a top 8 at the JeekLeague Open just last week. Both of these players getting top 8s before. Bachman somewhat recently. FlaeN getting this 5D pickup, sending you through. Able to get that focus as well. So we're fully stocked on these resources and got that positive bonus.
Didn't get the flick on the crystal, but gets the flick on the bullet. Very nice. Well, whiffs the pod buster a little too early on the landing recovery. This matchup's a very slow haul for Pod until he gets like a flick in like that. He just has to like slowly make his way towards the Happy Chaos. While the Happy Chaos just like shoots them down. Doesn't matter because we're just putting... FlaeN is just putting Vodka Man through the blender, not letting them escape or even press. Oh, we got a turn.
Unfortunately, we didn't have that turn for long, though. Wondering, good anti-air there from FlaeN. And dude, FlaeN was showing some awesome mix right there. Vodka Man was doing a decent job blocking, but we were wheedled down after a bit of time. FlaeN able to beat up this pop, but you were right. Once Vodka Man gets that turn started, it can be lethal, but you got to keep it going is all.
At the end of the day, you could only be right so many times. So escaping HC is just brutal. In the corner. And I actually don't even... No, this is enough. That's going to be FlaeN's first game. Taking up 1-2, showing some life. You know, make sure it's not going to be free.
Now, I'm interested to see how this is going to work, right? Because we do have this 2-game advantage. Well, 1-game advantage now from Vodka Man. But it's not that Vodka Man just needs to weasel out one more win. Vodka Man has to win pretty consistently. Would have to get 3 more games. Now, we're going to have a lot of chances to do so because FlaeN needs 4. So this one could be pretty back and forth, potentially wondering.
Yeah, not at the same time. Oh! That's what we need.
Yeah,
at the same time, though, this could go from Vodka Man being only needing 3 to Vodka Man needing 3 and FlaeN needing 1.
Potentially. And we're getting a little bit more throw heavy right there from Vodka Man. I mean, we kind of, I'll keep it a buck. We ran it in that first game, and there were a lot of pop busters coming out. Vodka Man doing that throw early, throw often approach. But here in the long set, man, grapplers almost have the advantage, right? Because you get the, well, depending on how you play this matchup, because you get to do that mind game stuff a lot more than in a first to 3 potentially. But FlaeN getting bursted back here. Vodka Man trying to get another chance to get out of this corner.
Well, sometimes it more so depends on the pop player, because sometimes some pop players are very good at first to 3s. Like, they will jump scare you and make you have to think faster than they need to. But some pots will like slow roll you and like just randomly take games off of you throughout the first to 5, which will just add up so much. But it's looking like
bonus. Vodka Man
it's looking like
to get up here.
Pretty held down. Calling out the flicks, just a lane bullet. Very smart play. A rough spot, but 100 meters, so we could just... Not 100 burst to 50 meter. Could just make it out.
A lot of resources here from FlaeN, but we're not even going to need to use them. Full resources right there, able to close out that round with a perfect, solid stuff from this HC, man.
Very good adaptations, honestly. Basically, just did not even let Vodka Man play that round at all. Did they even take damage, or was that just like chip? It was just chip.
Man, solid stuff. Yeah, FlaeN getting a couple perfects here definitely has the momentum in their favor, evening things up here. But Baiken got a good start on this matchup, I'd say. And Baiken also has a couple characters too, so we'll have to see if he opts to swap as well. You know, I'll spoil it. You know, also has a chip in that back pocket. So we'll have to see if he's comfortable bringing it out. If he feels like he needs to, that is. FlaeN right here getting that 5D mix. Going to send us through this wall. Routing in to get that break. Has the 50 tension here for the mix.
Ooh, the anti-air. It's being a little rough spot. Although FlaeN does have some meter to play with. But it's not the word. Oh, calling out the delay.
Unfortunately, couldn't keep that combo going with the flick, but we do got a cool air throw right here. Didn't get an OTG to seal it off, so Baiken getting shot back here. Gonna have to get in. FlaeN with the threat of that shot was able to get their resources back. Baiken only needs one straight 2P, one straight hit, maybe even chip at this point, but we're gonna have to do so on the other side of the wall.
Very scary situation, but swings into... Oh, no, the PRC. Hold on, about... Oh. But didn't jump over and jumped into the Gigantor-Kai. Unfortunate.
That's neutral, baby. Gigantor-Kai neutral. Baiken doing a good job dancing around these curse shots. Even look at that, dude. Even on that big body, able to dance around those curse shots. FlaeN unfortunately missed that curse ball on that second attempt right there. But great backdash on that blue wild assault. We got Baiken here in the corner, but great block on the 5D and the tech, dude. That defense is so good from Baiken. I wasn't trolling. I wasn't lying. This guy is hard to hit.
This neutral gets very wild western, just with the amount of times they're both stalling and trying to see who draws first or second. Oh. A little scary there. Anti-air, yeah, you gotta burst those. The mix. Again.
Here's the slump. Baiken with some good defense, but getting picked up on that shot. Got the curse applied, going to get all these bullets back. A little low on that focus, but we'll probably be all right. We'll have to see Baiken with this hard knockdown. Only needs one more hit. This backdash BRC. Baiken gets the counter hit and closes out that round, but it was looking close there for a second.
It was very close. Unfortunately, the wall break there did leave FlaeN with only one bullet left, so they had to make a call, and they decided to risk it on the draw. And unfortunately, sometimes they just roll wrong.
Yeah, that low focus. The resources were looking good, but guys, this Happy Chaos character doesn't play himself, okay? He's got those resources. You know, he's not just invincible shooting you from across the screen. You know, there are times, there are counterplay. There are ways to maneuver around that meter. You saw it right there from Baiken.
It's not Season 2 no more. You can't just get kept around. There we go. That's a healthy amount of resources they're going to have. Basically full focus and full bullets too.
I mean, you're going to get access to that mix very quickly. You saw this off of that one block string. FlaeN already has 100 meter.
Just to repeat the situation again.
Loops, brother, loops. Hard knockdown again. Baiken does have some tension to play with. Going to do that HPB BRC. Can you keep up with my acronyms, guys? FlaeN's still going to seal that round.
Unfortunately, the invuln was just not enough to get the 6P off on the cross-up. Oh. Welcome to the Western. Oh, the bullets just weren't fast enough going for the immediate pot bust, not playing any of this mind games. Little greedy. So little greedy.
Yeah, a little greedy right there. You're right. FlaeN doing a good job of jumping that second pop buster attempt. Baiken keeping it simple with these blocks right here. Does have access to that burst if we want to use it. FlaeN aggressive with that focus. Super. Good block on the 5D, but getting thrown here.
Eventually getting opened up. This is not enough to kill, but it is a very bad spot to get out of. So let's see the options we choose. The wall. Just shooting behind it.
Oh! FlaeN right there with some trick shots for you. Able to get that shots through the wall. So that it's a unique projectile, this Happy Chaos, right? Normally projectiles get eaten up by that gigantic Kai, but this is hit scan. Good stuff right there.
You can't fight
FlaeN.
the God property bullet. You know, we got a good old shout out from FaZe FlaeN.
Man, gotta give Baiken some credit for maneuvering this matchup pretty well. Doing some good defense, getting in well-timed slide heads, charging up that flick. But, I mean, in the beginning, we were getting away with a lot of those flicks. Got one right there as well. But FlaeN has really adapted to letting go of that shot at a more trickier times to navigate around that flick from Baiken. We're on top of you with that BRC, but FlaeN able to backdash that meaty and get this started, able to steal the corner right back.
The RPS behind both the flicking and the shooting is very difficult for both players to manage, because if FlaeN is wrong, they lose focus and then just lose their turn, or they just lose focus. But if Baiken's wrong, they could potentially get hit from the gunshot. It's really rough on both sides. Oh, but the cross-up pop-up, is that allowed?
Oh, let me check the JeekLeague rules. Hold on. We may need to revisit this match. I'm gonna have to check the JeekLeague rules on that one.
Not letting you jump. Stay on the ground. Oh. There's the flick. Oh.
Good anti-air start right there from Baiken, man. I think FlaeN is really keen to the second attempt pop busters. Good block on that 5D and the tech right after FlaeN going for that route a couple times here. Baiken getting the tech twice out of 3 attempts from FlaeN. And that stagger goes into the pop buster. Baiken on game 4. I rather has 4 games now.
Unfortunate. We also have the infamous quote in the chat. Or fucking no skill, slam, curse, slam, backdash, bang, bang, bang. Oh, I run up, bang, bang, and my character does nothing but predict it from the Mayan period and pray they forget Baiken is in the game.
Damn.
What a classic.
Wise words once spoken. Oh, good flick right there. Doesn't even need to flick the bullet. Just going to flick the HC. Good flick right there on the bullet.
Despite bullet only being like first frame active, they're still really consistent flicks.
Ooh, oh, that was a good adaptation right there from Baiken, going for the 6K potentially to catch a backdash. Able to get in with this pop buster. Not enough to kill. FlaeN does have the burst here. I would be surprised if they use it because they got to chunk through a lot of Baiken's HP, but getting in with that Kai. FlaeN was going for the focus shot, I believe. Baiken all of a sudden on set point.
Very scary here. This is not the position you want to be against a pot, especially now with the pot buster. You might have to guess for a game here. Very rough, especially as the risks get cranked up more and more. Good blocks. Oh, no focus though. Oh, the shimmy.
Oh, being aggressive.
You
right
could
there
feel
with
the fear.
approach.
You just can't be wrong for a second here, especially on a pot as 100 meter. Guess right. Play my minigame. Play my minigame. One more time.
Oh my god, dog. That whole last interaction was crazy from Baiken.
How's it going, Scissors? How was your set? You know how you feeling?
You know what? I'm feeling pretty good.
You played pretty well. You did a little 5K poking, just a bit.
A little bit of 5K poking.
Which is no humble. You only pressed it 30 times.
Just a little bit. I think, I was getting a little bit cocky. No downplay to Yankee. They did really well. And I wanted to have a little bit of fun in the set.
Fair enough. So sometimes you just gotta shut the ego. Show off.
that's the thing, is that when you're on stream, it's all about having fun. And especially this whole thing for me, right? It's about having fun and about having, an enjoyable time by pressing 5K.
Yeah, this sounds like the part where you like mentioned the $800 prize pool, and go, I also want that.
You know what? The $800 prize pool is just an extension of our being, right? It's just there. It's, eventually maybe we'll get it, maybe we won't get it, but at the end of the day, I pressed 5K.
That is true. That's true.
That is true.
So we'll also be taking questions from the chat if anyone has any to ask. We have the first question of why 3 O's instead of 2.
It's funny. FlaeN kind of just said goopy slimers, and it stuck. We were gonna be like team unemployment or team neutral skippers because we all play characters that skip neutral. But it kind of happened, and I think it was misspelt when we submitted it. So the 3 O's was just, it's just there.
Just happened to be.
It just happened to be.
Found it as well. I also read somewhere that Unbiased was unable to make it today.
Yeah, so they said they had a personal issue that popped up, but they also were just not having electricity in their house. So it was a gamble whether they were playing tonight or not. So we were like, okay, well, if Unbiased doesn't play the game, then Udongen's gonna go in. I guess we had the first team, right? We played against I don't remember their team name, but they had cloned and all that. Cloned Ukiyo and whatnot, and we were gonna put Unbiased as our anchor, and that just didn't happen. And then we were gonna put Unbiased as our anchor against Potemkin. That's a good matchup. But when you have Baiken, Anji, Happy Chaos going into pot, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah. Not a lot of health there to spare.
Exactly.
So yeah, that seems to be a very common issue today. A lot of people's powers are going on. I'm not sure who's responsible.
The United States infrastructure is a little bit bad. Thank God I'm Canadian. I pray to a higher power. But
it already costs enough to keep the lights on in this place, even though we don't have a lamp.
Yeah.
LED's expensive. All right.
Exactly.
So we're gonna ask you the question. One of these. Would you rather have an apple or a kiwi?
I think I'd rather a kiwi. I don't have to think about it.
I'm glad you're confident.
Still, for Team Factor today, we got Wild, Ooey Gooey, Tenack, and Hee-Ho here to bring it all up against the Phantom Thieves, which will consist today of Artisticals, ICookWater, Noobhat, and some random dude. We don't know where they came from. It's just some random dude, This looks a lot more spacey now that we have a catcher. But yeah, so how are you feeling today? How's the run been so far?
Feeling good. We won our first round, won all 3 sets. We didn't drop a game. We're all feeling really like we're playing really well. So I'm excited.
That's good. Any worries about this set? No.
The worry of the unknown. You never know what you're gonna get. You could run into a team full of Johnnies and just have a terrible time. It's impossible to know everybody who competes in this game, and so when you run into a team you don't recognize, it's terrifying.
Right, because it might just be like some random dude or something, right?
It could be some random dude, but random dudes often, more often than should be, can just turn out to be absolute killers and just run through you.
We also have a Big Will in the chat asking, "Are you the Geo version of them?" Is that true?
Yes.
All right. And for the final question, though, you still have the same opinion on that seating?
Yes.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here. Out. So, how are you feeling today? How's the vibes?
I'm feeling good. My team is feeling okay. It seems like I'm the only one that that has a really positive view on things, but it's whatever. I'll carry.
Sometimes that's all you need. At least if one person is at least positive, maybe it'll spread around.
Yeah.
Get the team morale up.
Yep.
So, does some random dude, like y'all know them, or did y'all just like find them somewhere locally?
Oh yeah, we know him personally. We actually got him into this game specifically for this. And, yeah, he's been pretty excited to play.
That's good then. Well, I hope you all have a great time today. Thank you for bringing in the lamp, by the way. So it's a lot easier to see now. So yeah, thank you for coming out. Good luck in your sets.
All right, thank you.
All right, y'all, our second first to 3 set in our last team set of the night. Team Factor versus Phantom Thieves. It's Wild versus Artisticals. Over there, the I Love Poodles tag. I'm fucking with that. Wild's got you bursting here in the corner, getting these throws in, showing us this Giovanna. It's what we know them for, and a nice backdash BRC as well, getting a solid round start here.
Very hard spot to win, especially because Gio just dominates at neutral. So even without the HKD, it's just like very difficult. And Wild just takes advantage of that and wins the round.
Getting that jump JH, but Wild getting that pickup. Got you dog darted here in the corner. And that drift 5K is so tricky, right? Because then you're able to get that throw right after. Good stuff. Good wall slide here from Wild. Artisticals has got to answer back with this burst.
It's not enough time to do it, though, because Wild secures the round that fast to speed up Gio.
That Giovanna can be quick. And Wild, a very good pilot here on this Giovanna. Something I want to point out, y'all, is that, the way that these groups were made is, I'm just going to keep it a buck. Some of these players in the JeekLeague are some of the best players in the world at their respective characters, right? Wild, top 10 Giovanna, top 5, right? We'll have to see. Hiho, top 10 Millia, top 5. Tenack on the Ramlethal. Ukiyo on the Anji. This Team Factor team has a player that got top 6 at EVO 2024 for Guilty Gear Strive. So my whole point being, what better opportunity to be able to play against them, to practice against them, get some VODs to review, get some experience against these players than the JeekLeague. Great stuff.
Corner, reset. It's a very competent team. Really good at what they do. And also, I feel like this is no diss to Hiho, but there is like 4 Millia players out there. Hiho's at least top 4, top 3.
At least top 4. You heard it here first. Solid stuff. Wild sending us through. Artisticals had that burst to play with right there, but the counter hit comes out. Wild's going to take us out. Now we're here on our last set. We got to see how this Elphelt can answer back. We're seeing a lot of good 5Hs there and stuff from Artisticals trying to get something started.
See it. That's where we need the adaptations to come in. And no time for a character swap either. Oh, and the punish. Holding on to the burst, though. Keeping it as an insurance policy for the next hit.
Countering on that dart dart. Wild had that meter built up, wondering.
Too quick. So let's see. Jumping in again, the counter hit. Still holding on to the burst. Probably the roughest spot because Gio with 50 meter is nightmare fuel. You actually have Barry Allen running at you and ending the set in an instant. That's Wild taking it up 3-0.
Going into our last team set of the night in this first week of the JeekLeague, y'all. we have Team Factor up against Phantom Thieves. ICookWater is going to be starting off on this Anji up against Tenack on the Ramlethal. We've seen Tenack do some recent top 8s at the JeekLeague and other online brackets, playing hot, but ICookWater is going to start things off with this red RC. Tenack doesn't want to give up that positive bonus, is ready with the burst.
Yep. Stuff. ICookWater's been doing a great job keeping them down, but now Tenack's getting the hit they need to start their offense. RC shenanigans, but the anti-air is going to cost them the round.
Good stuff right there, man. That code can be pretty good against players who are dancing above you. Tenack right here with a really good, well-timed close slash, getting a counter hit after that spin. ICookWater confidently sends that burst back. Too close to that H-sword, though. Tenack was looking out for that pickup. Great stuff. But ICookWater was ready with that spin, getting in. And that spin is pretty good against some of these far-reaching Ramlethal normals, I believe.
Very good at just keeping ICookWater pinned down with the normals. Very hard to escape, though, honestly. But a spin allows some counterplay, you just go right through it, regardless. But you can still get clipped just like that.
Strong stuff, man. Tenack evening up the rounds here. ICookWater spinning in. Tenack getting that nice pickup and a whiff grab. Tenack is going to capitalize on that. ICookWater was ready with that burst. That was a good time burst, I believe. Able to get back in with that projectile. Tenack, well-timed block on the Koi. We're going back and forth right here, man. It's I can't say one player has it over the other. As I'm finishing that sentence, Tenack with a nice hard knockdown with that Mortabato pickup. ICookWater using that tension for the FD, able to block out that flip kick. Doesn't even need to slow down to see it coming. Red RC to close out this first round. Great stuff from Tenack.
It's a draw ending it all. Good performance. Seems a lot harder to react to things once the game's working. That flip just looks so fast now.
That run up 2P check, man. That's a hell of a button on that Anji. Tenack has the life lead right now. Does get the pickup with that 2S. The one hit JD into throw. That's a true combo.
I mean, I got hit there. Can't be too upset. Go. Tenack has been really good at blocking these so far. Got the timing down and everything. Not getting hit for free.
That combo was so sick, by the way, wondering that 5K jump cancel air special.
Yeah.
That one is so cool.
Good TK. That's another round for Tenack. Just securing these real quick and easy.
Dude, solid stuff there from Tenack. Getting that windshield wiper from downtown. I didn't realize that one was going to pick up, but great stuff. And here we go. Just to remind you all, guys, the way these sets work is the team set. There's going to be 3 sets, so even if ICookWater goes down here, which we're not out of it yet, we still have other sets to play from the side of Phantom Thieves. Tenack is getting the counter pick here against ICookWater. Knew that we were on that Anji, was ready to come up. Well-timed parry there from ICookWater, getting some good damage and getting out of the corner.
Oh, making our way in slowly but surely with the spins and the parry. Almost made it out. Just gets clipped by the far slash and sent back in. The whiff. Searching for the Mortabato, and there it is. Costing the round so close.
Man, it was close too, but Tenack, with using that 100 tension, able to seal it out. And even if it got blocked, right, we were going to be able to get out of that situation with a PRC on that super possibly. But JD counter hit, gets his pickup so close with that flip kick, almost able to turn that route into a wall break. Instead, just has to settle for the next pickup, but by then you have the 50 tension ready for that Mortabato.
It's just so difficult. Back into the corner. Gets the bait finally. Oh, but misses the whiff punish. Oh, it's unfortunate. Not dead yet, though. Anji's a healthy lad. That's just not going to be enough for him. Spin. Where's that? Ooh, calling out the bluff on the 100-meter. Spins through the wire, see?
Whoa, that was actually kind of sick. Cool stuff right there from YoKai. I don't know if I haven't seen that interaction very often, if at all. So we got to see it today here in the JeekLeague. Tenack's going to keep you in that corner with that H sword.
Because I'm pretty sure that's a hard call out, because I'm pretty sure doing instant spin cancel just gets you clipped there. So good call out. Unfortunately, it's just not enough to beat Tenack. Tenack taking it up 3-0. See it.
Here we go, guys. Continuing this second, or rather, okay, I messed up. Guys, continuing this very last team set of the night here at the JeekLeague, our first week. We've got Noobhat in this first to 5 set. I didn't update that match counter. I apologize, y'all. This is a first to 5er up against Team Factor's Hiho on that Millia. Hiho getting quite a few top 8s over at the JeekLeague Open, but Noobhat graduating from that JeekLeague Academy, our bi-weekly beginner bracket. So big shouts to them, not just staying in that beginner bracket scene, but once they graduated, branching out into events just like this one, the JeekLeague. Hiho on top of this Axel, but great blocks from Noobhat. You just can't block forever. Hiho gonna close out this first round.
Oh, this scores one, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I just caught that. My bad. It's a fresh set, by the way, y'all. All the way down to 0. We're starting this off, and we're going all the way up to 5. So we'll have to see who gets there first. Good backdash on that command grab.
Ooh. Back into the blender. Hiho just torturing. Not letting them out. Please, Hiho, let them play. And they said Millia was bad.
Yo, shoutouts to Hiho with that counterblade tweet that they had the other day that got them so many interactions.
That was a very vocal tweet.
Yeah, this Millia character can be quite polarizing. And also this matchup. Now, I'm not a Millia player and I'm not an Axel player, okay? I'm just some washed-ass TO. But this matchup, I mean, it's kind of even, right? In the sense that, of course, Axel can keep out this Millia, has some pretty good anti-airs. Pretty quick anti-airs, too. But once you get on top of them, once you get on top of that Axel, this Millia can run your pockets, especially someone like Hiho. Try to get that. I saw that. That was a TK Bad Moon right there, but ended up getting that jump JP instead. Good punish right there from Noobhat with that 5K. Trying to get out of this corner, but that multi-hitting overhead connects on one of the latter hits. Noobhat spends this burst to get out of that corner, zones us back a bit with that tornado, but Hiho's going to get on top with that Septum Voices.
And Media confirms it a wall break. Oh, the low. The low again. The low one more time. That's it up. 8 wires. I see we're having a little bit of fun with it.
Solid stuff. Hiho getting in with that low. Dude, that's a tricky mix right there with that JD dancing above you in the middle of that spin, that block, that disc block. I couldn't even speak for a second. Hiho beating us up with this Artemis.
Oh my lord. We're now wave dashing. Again. Can't block them all. Baits the burst. Another point for Hiho.
Smart stuff there from Hiho. Good job baiting that burst. And honestly, Noobhat, I love what we're seeing. We had the defense, man, in terms of the blocks. I think what Hiho is showing us, though, is that we don't have that post-block RPS. So Hiho is able to just reset, go into another disc setup, go into another JH, get a little tricky with it, able to dance around. Noobhat here saying, okay, I got another character for you, and you can afford to do stuff like this in the longer sets in the first to 5s. Today, I got the Giovanna.
Not the Geo. Good trade. Hiho just playing very patiently, letting them approach them and take the risk.
Yeah, and in the first of 5 set, that's where you're trying to get all that data. Able to link that second hit of 6H into the hair needle, baiting that burst as well. Hiho catching onto those burst habits regardless of the character that Noobhat is on. Good block right there on that Bad Moon. Hiho, though, can probably block this Tatsu. Looks like it will be. Hiho going to go ahead and close out this round.
Set up the disc. The mix. Again. The mix.
Oh, Artemis going to the wrong side there, wondering.
Yeah, I don't think Millia was paying too much attention to the wrong mix.
Confident stuff right there. Noobhat getting that run up, but Hiho said, hey, I got the tension to play with. I'm going to use it on this winger. What an awesome, beautiful super, man. That's got to be like top 3 best supers in the game. Am I alone on that?
Best looking. If you say it's good, otherwise I think Hiho's gonna leave a not so nice message to you.
Yeah. But it's invincible. It's invincible in startup. That's a good super.
Don't JeekLeague, don't. Don't do it, JeekLeague.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Hiho getting really confident there with that 5D. Going to go ahead and get this counter hit. Iron Savior trying to get on top of Noobhat. Noobhat trying to get that distance back. And good trade right there. Actually pays off for this Giovanna.
It's the RC. Oh, drone out of their own pressure. Hate to see it. Here's my throw again. With the mix. On the 100-meter reversal super, I'm not holding anything.
And I mean, that's the privilege you get when you have that meter, man.
Alright, now we whipped out the Payday 2 dodge build. Making sure not a single hit lands.
Good stuff, right? So Noobhat's showing you on this Giovanna, like, you know, it's not just about blocking the Millia, it's about having that post-block RPS, and that's what Noobhat is doing a lot better, I'd say, with this pick on the Giovanna. Able to check back with that 4-framer, check back with these backdashes and the buttons, with that 6P being pretty aggressive with it as well. But Hiho then soliding things up a bit and saying, okay, well, if I can't just run the mixed pressure forever, I'm actually going to have to convert this stuff. I'm actually going to have to get pretty tricky. Good stuff right there. Noobhat getting stronger and stronger with every round, and that's what you need here in these first of 5s. That's the benefit of this longer set.
Yeah, one more game. Think we might see the final character swap. We're going back to the Axel for the rest of this set.
Here we go. Wondering called it. Yeah, once you go back to this Axel, you can't afford to swap. You can only swap when you lose, and losing now means it would be the end of the set. Good counter hit right there from Noobhat. Hiho said, hold on, I'm not going to give you any chance to show off. I'm going to burst you. Good back throw right there.
Good stuff. Back into the corner you go. Runs tornado. Showing Hiho that's no longer time to play around. You have to respect me.
Yeah, Noobhat really showing off with this Axel to start off this round, but we got to finish that food. Hiho starting this off. Nice mix right there. Good blocks there from Noobhat at first. Hiho going to take us to this corner. Capel gets that pickup, and we're going to cancel in to a slump setup. Man, that was tricky from Hiho.
There's no escape from this bottom 2 character. Low tier today, but still low tier all time. Yo, dodging all this stuff throughout the neutral. We're gonna have to play it one more time. Bursted.
Ooh.
Well, fancy.
That IBFD was crazy from Hiho, by the way.
It's the JS. Oh, but the withdraw didn't punish. I think that's enough. If they no super, it's punished for it. That's not gonna be enough to kill. So Hiho robs it again. So do you just like have a comically large whiteboard?
Yeah,
Like,
I just have a whiteboard in my bedroom. Usually I don't use it. Oh god.
Only brings it out for important occasions like this.
Obviously.
Exactly.
Oh.
I don't use it for anything else, so I gotta.
Oh,
no, you're putting out the Doro? You gotta leave the Doro in.
Yeah, you cropped it out. What the hell?
Oh, great. What the hell?
That's messed up.
This is the first time I'm fully looking at the axle, and you put no detail on his actual body, but it's just a comic. It's comically large.
All right.
I couldn't think of what to put on the axle, so I just kind of left him blank.
We are slowly running out of space.
I mean, he's got a bandana.
Yeah. So I forgot to ask this for the last team, so I'll ask it now. I'll ask it early. Do you guys have anything you want to shill? Any events? Anything going on? Thank you for getting the cat in.
Let's see. Do we have any events?
Nope.
We don't have any events. I guess you could like follow us on Twitter.
Yeah, you could follow us on Twitter. If you wanted to see Millia Doom posting, me never say anything, and then whenever Tenack does.
I repost top 8s that I'm in with Doro. Yes, and that's it. I do everything else on Blue Sky.
We got world's last Blue Sky user.
Don't worry, I guarantee you have all seen me on Twitter before. Infamously.
For
all the worst possible reasons.
Do you guys just want to shill random brackets that we like?
Oh no, I think we don't have
Shout out JeekLeague. Shout out JeekLeague
Online. Those are my favorites.
Shout out Paragon Line. Shout out GER. GER and Paragon, some of the best just for being able to play multiple sets in a night. JeekLeague, obviously. My personal favorite is the Wild Ride on Sundays. Not just because my name is in the title. I didn't actually make it. That's just coincidence. But that's one of my favorites on Sundays.
There's some collusion happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But I think Gibby's payday bracket. That one's a fun Saturday bracket.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, One Rise extras. Big fan of extras.
Just listing all up.
Tournament hub real quick.
All right.
We'll get you a list.
So I have a question for y'all. There is a wrong answer. There's a right answer. All right. Oranges or kiwis?
Oranges.
Tenack?
I don't fuck with kiwis.
Oranges. I like kiwis. I just like oranges more. You know, like they're both.
I can't break my rules that I have written here, so I can't kick any of y'all.
Okay, so kiwis was the wrong answer. I forgot one more. It doesn't run weekly, but it does run whenever they decide. Arctic Throwdown, also an incredibly good bracket. Love playing in that whenever they run it.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you're in Maryland, come to our locals. The joke is we don't have any.
If you're in Alabama, come to our locals. The joke is we don't have any.
All right, next question.
Oh yeah, also, same thing. If you're in Iowa, you should come to our locals.
Coconuts or lemons?
Lemons.
I have not had coconut.
What?
So lemon by default.
You've never had coconut?
That's crazy.
No, I haven't.
Wait, what?
That's absurd.
Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, you for never having coconut.
I can't ask for an opinion if they don't know.
It's
real.
That's not a fair thing for me to do. All right,
I think I'm coconut posting low key.
Oh.
All right, Wild, you're the last one standing. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I don't think I have anything else to ask you, honestly.
Just me and Nervous Glorp over here on the couch.
Yeah, you and Nervous Glorp. Honestly, just like throw the cat somewhere in the room.
Don't scoot Nervous Glorp closer. Just slowly. Thanks, production. Thanks, production.
Yep. Glad the budget here is good.
Every team interview, can we have our whiteboard in the background?
Yeah, we can slap. Like every time you do a new one for the set, we'll slap them.
Awesome. Amazing.
since you complained about my seating, I'm still butthurt about that. Take that very personally.
Hey, look. All I'm saying is that we should have been in Group 1. That's all I'm saying. I think we should have been in the higher seed. But, I'm not butthurt about it or anything.
No, that's fine. I respect your opinion. You can write me an email about it.
It's not like we have top 6 at Evo Ooey Gooey on our team or anything, but alright.
Oh, well, where was top 6 Ooey Gooey today?
At a local. You'll see him next week.
Fine. Well, if I don't see them next week, though, I better not hear complaints.
Alright, fair enough.
Anyways, we have another question for you before you go. Bananas or oranges? There is a right answer.
Oh, that's way more difficult than orange and kiwi. I'm gonna go with oranges.
There was no right answer. I lied.
JeekLeague going to be up next week. I shout out what the matches were going to be. I hope to see y'all there. JeekLeague Friday Open coming up. The Clash reunion will be on May 17th. We appreciate everybody's support. Please subscribe to that YouTube. We'll see you next week. Guys, peace out.